Bands by the River, a podcast about happiness, music, and comedy.
Get more ready. Okay. Hello. This is episode 8 of Bands by the River, and we are recording today at Tandem, which is a coffee shop on the south side of San Antonio, located at 310 Riverside Drive. Tandem is my favorite coffee shop in San Antonio, just so everybody knows. Just wanted to say that. We're here today with Jem from Deja Vu Esoterica. Welcome, Jem. Thank you for being here to talk with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm really excited to talk to you. I love going into your shop. Jem has a really cool witchy shop here in Southtown in San Antonio. And one of the things in my life that makes me happy is like getting a boba and going to a shop and like looking at the books, and I bought more than one tarot deck from your shop. You have all kinds of really cool stuff. So thank you for, opening the shop.
Hey,
I love it.
Thank you for keeping us open, baby. We could not do it without our community. We just literally could not.
Yeah. Okay, so since I just told you about what makes me happy, I would like to ask you about stuff that makes you happy.
Let's see. At the top of the list, I would say really dank weed.
Okay.
Like just phenomenal, like indica leaning, funky, berry, like earthy. I love the cheesy strains. Like, I'm into it basically as long as it's not sativa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I love weed. I love Indian food. Traveling makes me very happy. Fresh flowers and live music.
Okay,
Yeah.
We love live music. That's one of my favorite things. Is there any band or song that you can think of that like if you listen to this, it's gonna get you out of a bad mood and just make you happy?
Ooh, see, that's where I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I listen to sad music to feel more sad.
Okay, I do that sometimes too.
Yeah,
it's good to,
I guess I just like to be in it if I feel shitty.
Okay.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Cool. I mean, like, if I feel bad, I want to allow that emotion the space to exist.
Okay.
Because, like, to me, if you switch gears before the gas tank is empty, you're just going to be exploding later on. Like, there's going to be some unburnt off emotions and residual things that are just not dealt with, So if I feel terrible, I wallow in it until I feel silly because I no longer feel bad.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I'm rocking and rolling again,
Okay, I like that. Yeah, you gotta feel your feelings.
Well, it's very Ten of Cups,
Yeah.
Like, they're staring out at this rainbow filled with cups, right? And the card is not happy shit all the time. The card is you have to allow space for every single emotion. If you want to feel the joy, you got to feel the pain. If you want to feel, the elation, sometimes you're going to be mad. And, like, if you try to stifle things, you're just going to have this, like, pressure cooker inside you that doesn't ever, like, feel good or chill. And so I feel everything and nothing. Like, I was diagnosed with depression when I was 8 years old.
Oh.
And so, like, most of the time emotion is, like, distant. Everything feels like I'm in a wetsuit. Like, if I'm real mad, I feel mad. But, like, until it really builds up or is something major, I just don't really have that same experience. So, yeah, when I found out that this was about happiness, I was like, ooh, loaded question, y'all.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I guess I think that with happiness, it's so much about your perspective. It's so much about what you're deciding your experience is going to be,
Okay.
And so I think that, like, the things I really seek, and I would say all in all, I have a happy life, but, like, the things that I really seek are satisfaction and, like, fulfillment.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to be happy, but whenever you seek satisfaction and fulfillment and you do the things that you were really, like, put here to do, then hell yeah, shit's fucking sunshine and roses, baby.
Okay, that's what makes you happy, is doing stuff that you feel like you're satisfied with. Like, I did this thing and I'm satisfied with what I've done, and that makes me happy.
I mean, I think that a sense of if we're getting down to like what does happy mean? Like, we're talking about contentment, right?
Yeah.
Like feeling like good about your situation and contented in it.
I feel like happiness is an emotion that comes to you.
For sure.
I mean, contentment is more like being okay with your surroundings, you know? Like,
Okay.
happiness is like inspiration, or it's like an emotion that comes to you, right?
Okay.
Like when you're listening to music, or when you're
Like,
watching
when I
something.
watch a Chris Farley skit and I'm laughing, I'm happy at that moment. So
Yeah. Or if you fulfill one of your goals, that probably makes you happy. You feel a little something inside that says, yes, I did it. You know, that little thing.
Like, I feel satisfied with myself, and I feel like proud of myself that I did it. But I guess, like I said, my experience is different because I don't get these like surface level fleeting emotions like other people get. Like,
Okay.
that's the difference I've found with my life and everyone else's lives, is like,
Okay.
like I feel profound inspiration at things. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I would say, there's a Tom Robbins quote. I'm cheerful. I don't know if I'm happy, and there is a difference. I'm a cheerful motherfucker.
I mean, yeah.
I
if
just
you want to
don't
define
know.
happiness a lot. Like,
Yeah,
I just
no,
kinda
I
feel
mean,
like,
I like precise language. And so that's where, like, the word happy, I feel like sometimes it feels a little two-dimensional.
Okay.
So I just, like I said, gotta get in there with that. But hell yeah, no. I'm all about everyone being satisfied together and seeking everyone's, like, highest good and finding ways to, like, support the success of everybody around me. That makes me happy, for sure.
Okay.
Seeing the people that I love, or just even people that I'm acquainted with, like, doing well, when I see their success,
Yeah.
that gives me a little moment of being like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I like
You
that.
know.
Yeah, me too. I feel happy when I see like somebody that I know doing something that makes them really happy. You can see like the happiness. Like, I did this thing and they're so happy, like that. I get
Yeah, the
happiness
joy
from
in
that,
someone's
too.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. Do you want to ask a question?
yeah. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been in your shop a few times. I love it there. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm from San Antonio. I've grown up here, went to Holmes High School. Holmes
Nice.
Huskies, yeah. I used to book rock and roll bands before I opened the shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, love psychedelic music. Huge passion of mine. I've been going to live shows since I was a teenager, like one of the little scumbag kids, the White Rabbit. That was me too. I was in there using those
I remember
terrible
White
restrooms. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm all about fun and seeking interesting experiences, finding those things that make me want to live in the moment, experiences that make me forget that I even have a cell phone. That's what I'm seeking in my life.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I love to travel. Who doesn't, though? Like, that's a kind of answer. But I just I would say I'm weird and I like funny things, and yeah, music and art are more important to me than, there's like several people I would like prefer never speak to again, but I could never do without art and music,
You listen to music a lot?
almost constantly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you describe how music has contributed to your overall positivity?
Consuming art, I feel like, is something that keeps me leveled out because it makes me feel connected to all of these other folks that are just like creating these wonderful things. I used to paint. I like to be crafty and I like to make little things and stuff, but I've been listening religiously to music since I was young. It's always been super important to me. When I would get in trouble as a teenager, my mom took my CD book away, just like, boop, no more music for you. Yeah, no, it was harsh. But, it accompanies me everywhere I go, no matter what.
What was like the first band you fell in love with where you just couldn't get enough of their stuff.
Oh, I had like a Garth Brooks tape when I was a child.
Oh, yeah?
You know,
Okay.
Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. That one was like
Yeah, that's
a favorite
The
when I
movie
was a kid.
soundtrack or
The
Broadway?
the opera, the Broadway production.
Okay.
I was gifted one for Christmas, probably like in the 5th grade, and I wore that shit out. Okay,
Nice.
no. Before that, actually, let me revise. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I had that tape, and I had this little tape player. I was like, this is like earliest memory shit, so I was
Okay.
really, really young. I loved that soundtrack and listened to it multiple times a day. Just like flip over the cassette, just flip over the cassette, just keep going.
Yeah.
Like my first concert was George Strait
Okay.
at SeaWorld. You
Oh,
know,
wow, okay.
yeah, because I'm Texas baby. But yeah, I just I've always been into going to shows, and as soon as I opened my gallery and realized I wasn't like knowledgeable enough about art to sell art, then we started booking bands. And yeah, just like Ryan that used to head up Paper Tiger, Mondo Nation, he was the one who kind of like taught me, this is how you reach out and this is how you speak to them, and then just pay them the fucking money that you owe them. You know, make sure you do that. That's the one thing you got to do.
Yeah.
But he kind of like took me under the wing for a hot second, and then we just kind of learned the hard way how to do shows. And so I've booked some like some of my favorite bands I've gotten to host, and so that's like really satisfying, you know, when I think back about like, you know, everyone has those like weird shame spiral moments of like self-doubt, self beating up, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's honestly like the little rope ladder I throw myself, is I'm like, wait, you hosted Kikagaku Moyo, you're not the worst. You know, like, hey, remember.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, no, I love music though. Love number one in life.
Is there a band or an album that you feel has an essence of happiness or positivity or fun?
Like, my favorite band is Stereolab, and I would say every single one of their albums is just like sunshine in a can.
Nice.
Joyous, beautiful, wonderful socialist messages of just like peace and harmony. And Letitia Sedier's voice is just like transformative. The synths,
Yeah.
the organs, just so fucking sick. Just, it's the best band. It's the best band. Like, that's just...
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Best band in the world.
Best band in the world is Stereolab. But, like, I would say, like, the album that came to my mind when because I was like, please send me some of the questions so I can think this through. But the album that came to my mind was The Mollusk by Ween, because when I have had difficult experiences in my life, that album comes to the forefront.
Okay. We were just talking about Ween
We
yesterday.
were actually
yeah.
just talking about
They're
Which is rare.
They're one of the greats. No, they're one of my favorites. I just went and saw them in New York on Pier 7. It was fucking chef's
Nice.
kiss. Absolute sweet show.
Nice.
No, I love them so much, and that album is just, it has been like a buoy in a rough sea. It has been just like this beautiful thing for me in my life. And so it's not a happy album, but it has brought me through difficult experiences that have been able to help me sort through the shittiness and the choppiness and the difficulties, so that I could come to a place of, being able to feel happy again.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Rock and roll, baby. Ween, ween, ween.
I forgot to ask. I was going to ask this earlier when we were talking about Deja Vu, but how has turning Deja Vu from just a thought into actual reality affected your happiness?
Oh, finding the location for that shop was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
It's an amazing location.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's
And
awesome.
I lucked out. I truly did. But what I'm saying is, like, I threw a psychedelic rock and roll show at the Arneson River Theater. I convinced the people that run La Vita to let me do a psychedelic music festival at a historic downtown venue,
Yeah, that
partnered
seems
with the
almost
city of
impossible.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
No, baby. When she was like, so what is psychedelic music? I was like, like Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Because I just like, you know, even though San Antonio is the birthplace, San Antonio in the central Texas area is the birthplace of psychedelic music, you know, as we know it.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Bubble
Okay.
Puppy, baby.
Okay.
Bubble Puppy in 1967. Yeah,
gonna look that up.
1965. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though that's our history, like
That's
the
really
city,
cool.
the city here is like, oh no. We don't want to talk about the legalized gambling and prostitution that was happening up until World War II. We don't want to do that. This is Disney World. Ha ha ha. Bring your family.
Bring
Ha
your
ha
family,
ha.
yeah. It's a tourist town. What do you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, yeah.
How has turning Deja Vu from
Oh.
just a thought into
Oh.
reality affected
Yeah,
your
so I
space?
mean, I'm just saying, like, I have done crazy drug-addled bullshit in pristine, beautiful sanctuaries in San Antonio. We had a Dallas Acid show at the Scobie Planetarium. Okay,
nice. I
love that
that
place.
was fucking sick. But I'm just saying, like, finding a place where I'm like, hey, can I pay you rent to take pristine care of this place, and you know, you don't have to worry about a bunch of acid heads coming in and knocking everything over. That was a struggle. We looked for like a year. So I'm just gonna say, self-worth, shame spirals, and doubt, just hot and ready, like a Little Caesar's pizza, man, just ready at all times. So it was difficult.
Okay,
It was very
yeah.
difficult. Now I'm in this moment where I am able to look back and feel this like sense of satisfaction that I did it, and what, like, we keep getting things done that we've been meaning to do since day one. So, like, you know, I feel like the fourth trimester is finally over. But it's been a learning experience, and I've been working harder than I've ever worked in my life, you know. But it's good. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you did it because I like going there.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I've always felt drawn to do something retail. I don't know why. And then I started getting into sidereal astrology, and then I was like, oh, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that, but I haven't like looked into like what my chart would be in sidereal.
Everything is
astrology.
23 degrees tilted. You know how they say, oh, you got to do math to like do astrology, to like put things like, well, where they're putting things is the day, where things were the day that baby Jesus was born. And so, like, if you don't give a shit about that, then you could just not do the math. And so, you know how there's been that little trend of asking the man, like, how often do you think of the Roman Empire? Because of astrology, I have to think of that shit every fucking day. Okay. But yeah, it's literally just like the Roman Empire got into Christianity and decided we're locking this shit in place because of Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I just don't. I have to be a contrarian in everything I do.
I kind of want to like look at it and see like how it's different than like the chart that I've been using. I think I don't know.
Just be warned, everybody has a little bit of like an existential crisis when they see their sidereal chart for the
Oh,
first
no.
time. Like, I was like, what
Maybe
do you
I'll wait.
mean I'm not a Gemini? You know, but then like look at the shop and then you're like, oh, everything is in the Venusian houses. Look at this beautiful shit. Look at this opulent, luxurious bullshit, you know? And so I'm just saying, I basically have been worshiping the goddess ever since I knew that that was an option. I always felt the pull. And then like in 5th grade, I read this book called The Egypt Game. Sick ass little mystery about some murder. I don't even remember how the fuck it ended. All I do remember is that the children would get into this junk shop, like Sanford and Son vibes, and they started like venerating a bust of Nefertiti. And I was like reading this shit, just going like, oh my fucking god, I could do that. Holy shit. And so I just started doing that. And I didn't really know much, because like Satanic Panic was like big. And I didn't have the internet because I'm old. And, you know, it just like took time to kind of piece it together. But once I was able to find, there used to be a shop on the northwest side over by Ingram Park Mall called Crystal Forest.
Okay.
And I used to skip class to go there.
Yeah.
And then I would go over to Barnes & Noble and spend like hours just like sitting around reading their books. And the Walden books inside Ingram Park Mall that was by the El Chico, 2 stories. and the top floor had like all the little woo-woo metaphysical books, and so my friends and I would just sit around and read and fucking enjoy, you know, the atmosphere. Never grew out of it.
Cool.
Now when the kiddos come in, I feel like the full circle, you know, just like, oh, come on in, little babies.
Now you're providing the space.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
I guess let's talk about some comedy. Can you name a movie or TV show that will help you to feel good or to feel, you know, happy or to make you laugh? Or
when I really want to
positive?
actually laugh, it's like Mr. Show and Arrested Development.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Nice.
definitely Curb.
Oh man.
Like, I
Just
mean,
watching that the
a
other
good
day.
like 35% of my soul is like Larry David. Like, I do things, and my husband's like, man, that's some fucking Larry David shit. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I have no filter, and it's a problem sometimes. But let's see. I gotta say, weird left field favorite, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, such a
Okay.
good movie.
Phenomenal film. Phenomenal
I've seen it
film.
all, yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
I like that movie a lot.
But like, truly, like, to me, the best. My favorite comedy probably of all time. I mean, really, Mr. Show, but like, I really have been into Frasier this last few years. It's
Nice.
just like
Okay,
so
yeah.
dry, and the jokes are so dumb, and it's just like fucking Xanax to the brain. It's just like, hey, nothing violent or fucked up is about to happen to anyone. It's just jokes about wine and cheese. You know,
Yeah.
dry humor. Love it. Yeah. I don't watch a lot of TV though.
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
very
okay.
real. Yeah, I don't watch too much TV.
That's good.
But
I mean, that's
those
a
are
good list. Those are
the
good shows.
classics for me. I mean, of course, everybody watches fucking The Office and all that. No Friends though. Drawing a line. Hard line. Absolutely not.
I think Will feels the same way.
Yeah, I don't like Friends. Friends is a terrible show. That's
Yeah,
why
we
I
have
feel that way.
we have
But
good opinions.
it's
That's
fine.
we're right. That's why you feel that way. Yeah, absolutely.
If you need to hear other people laughing in order to laugh at something, it's
Thank you.
not funny
is
anymore.
it 1970? No.
Like, oh, I laugh now. Ha 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 ha.
Well, that's
ha.
how I know when to laugh.
See, that, no, you should laugh when things are funny.
The only show that gets the pass with the laugh track would be like the Eric Andre show. Like, they can do whatever the fuck
Who's
they want.
lying?
I haven't seen that.
Because it's not really a track. It's like actual people there.
No,
laughing.
yeah, no, that's an audience. That's a live
Yeah.
audience.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. But I'm saying, like, you know, yeah. I think Eric Andre could do a laugh track, and I would be
definitely.
fine with that. I'd be like, give him 3 of them. It's fine. Like, I'm a chaos agent. So when I see another chaos agent in the world, I'm just like, go with God, baby.
I believe that music and comedy have healing properties.
Absolutely.
How do you think music and comedy play a role in healing someone, or how does it help us to feel better?
Like,
or even if, like you were saying earlier, even if it's to help you feel worse so you can feel better, you know?
I think that one of the worst things you can do for yourself is to take yourself too seriously. And I think that, like, some of my favorite bands of all time, and especially right now, they are funny as fuck. They don't take themselves too seriously. They're musically phenomenally talented, and they can make you laugh, like Ween. But, like, have y'all heard Viagra Boys?
No.
Uh-uh.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay,
You're
I'm gonna look
welcome.
that up.
They're,
Listen to that.
they're so fucking good.
Okay.
Like, I just think that when you are taken when you're able to be taken for a moment out of yourself and away from yourself, and just like, you know, like, I seek these experiences that put you into the moment and make you forget that the damn cell phone exists, because I have depression and anxiety. I'm constantly living in the future and the past. I'm constantly remembering too much, you know, pre-grief. Ugh, fuck it. No, you don't want to do that. And so, yeah, I just think that they can be transformative because they can give you the truth of life in a way that is pleasing.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember her name, but there's this like Bill Hicks documentary, and one of the comedians, ladies in this documentary, was talking about how, you know, Bill would give you like the message, but then also like the spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. And I think that that's true of music and comedy. You can like get,
Yeah.
you know, difficult things in a beautiful sounding song.
Yeah.
Like that damn Tame Impala album that came out that just like blew the doors off of every wine mom's life. Hey, mine included,
That album
baby.
was good though.
It's a fucking phenomenal
Yeah, it was
album, and the
great.
B
It's
the
great.
B-sides.
Man.
There's this song on there called "I Wish I." What is it? Somebody I Used to Know, something like that. Such a healing song if you have to let go of someone. It's so good to just hear someone is going through this experience. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it goes back to the earliest of the human experiences, which is just sharing a story. With comedy, what are you doing? You're sharing funny stories. With music, you're singing a song. You're telling a story. You know, it all goes
Yeah.
back to myth. Like the Barbie movie was such a huge success. It's latent, sewn in with some of the elements of one of the oldest stories known to man, the myth of Inanna.
Oh,
Inanna
okay.
gets curious about death one day. She goes to the underworld. She has to fight her way back. And then when she comes back, she finds that her lover has clothed himself in her glory and usurped her throne. And so she has to kick his ass off. And so I'm just saying, like, the most common experiences are the most successful ones, right? Dick jokes, fucking breakup jokes, breakup songs, love songs.
Yeah.
Like, all of these things are these universal experiences. We all go through it. And so I think that
Yeah.
with music and comedy, you're just sharing, hey, you're not alone. I've been through that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I like that. My comedy question for you is, do you have a favorite Chris Farley Saturday Night Live skit or movie? I really like Chris Farley.
I really like the Gap Girls skit. I used to work at North Star Mall,
Yeah.
and so that one always hit pretty
Nice.
real. You know, yeah.
That's a good
No,
one,
I've
yeah.
been young and broke and living off French fries, so I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was such a treasure. He
Yeah.
was such a treasure.
Yeah. We
Yeah, for
recently went to
sure.
go see the Adam Sandler show when it was in town.
Was it good,
It was so good.
dude? He's
Oh, we had so many
he's
special
great.
guests. It was awesome.
Oh wow,
And
okay.
he did a little tribute to Chris Farley at the end, which was
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cried a little bit.
was so
I
good.
couldn't stop. I've seen it before, but like just being there and like watching him do it,
Communal
and seeing all the
experiences.
pictures of him, like I couldn't help myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
cried a little bit.
Absolutely.
He's,
Communal
so
experiences of
funny.
releasing and grief. They're very important.
Yeah. So since we're talking about Chris Farley, I feel like, you know, maybe what happened to him, didn't have a balanced life. It seemed like he was like overindulging and stuff. So I think it's important for people to have balance in their life. And when I go to your store, I've got a lot of books from your stores. I like to read about the occult and stuff. And a lot of the stuff seems like it's about like healing. Like all of these messages are about healing. So I wanted to ask you, how can witchcraft help people with healing and like happiness, or do you think people can use that to help heal themselves?
I absolutely know that it can help you heal yourself, because when I got into reading tarot, learning the message of the cards, the story that the deck is telling, getting into the nuances of the human experience, because that's what tarot is just, hey, you human, here you go. This is exactly what you deal with in your life and in your daily. Learning about all that stuff helped me, because it's like the most important tool in magic is you, right? Is your brain, yourself, your will. If this is the thing that you have to get going and getting in the right space, then basically like to get that tool into the best condition that you have for its use. I'm trying to like get the right words. So the most important thing that you need for magic is the self. You, your brain, your will, your mind, yourself. To get that into the best condition that it can be, you have to heal yourself. And so I think that getting into magic, if you get serious about it, and if you do the work, you're going to actually get better, because that's the point. It doesn't work for everyone. because I guess your mileage may vary, you know, and what you put in can vary.
Yeah.
But I think that part of getting into magic, if you're going to be really serious about getting your mind in tune, is you got to meditate all the time. You got to meditate daily. You have to get really good at like sharpening your mind and keeping your focus. And I think that meditation is like one of the best things that you can do if you've got anxiety, right? Because it helps you to like be mindful, let go of the like thoughts that keep circling back.
Yeah.
And so I just think that like getting really serious with magic makes you heal. It's a byproduct of the whole entire experience.
Okay.
And so I think that there's also just a lot of supportive stuff for that. I think that a lot of people that come in the store, a lot of those folks have religious traumas. A lot of those folks have had weird experiences in other spaces. And I think that taking their power back and just saying that they are going to be willing participants in their own spiritual experience, that I think can be healing for a lot of people. But I can't speak to that experience necessarily because that's not what I've experienced. You know, I'm very lucky that I didn't get forced into going to church or having to have super dogmatic religious upbringing type shit. Like my mom was like, if anybody asks, we go to the Church of Christ. We never fucking went to church. You know, she was just like, hey, let me shield you from weird judgmental people a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the weird stuff that I see people come in that they're peeling off of themselves, you know, the experience of engaging definitely helps them to heal from that, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, and then there's other supportive things you can do. I will say people come into the shop and will ask me about like physically healing or like someone's trying to have a baby or bro, it's shitty behavior to try to tell someone they can help heal themselves with crystals. Like, I'm woo-woo, but I'm not Delulu, okay? Like, you have to have a sense of morals when it comes to this stuff.
Okay.
And so I think that, like, you just have to be very real with people about the limitations. And, like, now, can you get a little fertility goddess statue, maybe, like, a candle and a crystal to, like, create a little space for you to meditate, for you to help bring yourself into the mindset and be supportive of your emotional state? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Will that literally put the baby in you? No.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that, like, magic and healing, some of the best things that you can do is say, hey, goddess, or hey, God, or hey, you know, universe, ancestors, whoever, connect me with the right doctor who can do this healing. Connect me with the right doctor or nurse who will see what the problem is. Because, like, if you're sick because you're having some kind of reaction between your medications, like, you're going to need to fix that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you find that there's this reaction going on between medications, you need someone to be able to say, hey, I see that and I have the skill. Like, I don't know that magic can literally heal you, but there's all kinds of tools in your toolbox to help you, you know, bring yourself to the places and the people and connections that you need to make that happen.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is just having people in your life can be very healing. Having other people that share that experience with you can be great, just because I think that if you surround yourself with people, and like, they could be witches or not witches, right? If you surround yourself with people who are making good choices in their life and they're not making space for things that are unhealthy, you know? I mean, like, not just like your little random Jack-in-the-Box run. I mean, you know, like, just, I keep bringing this person around who's horrible for me, or I keep making disastrous financial decisions, or, you know, like, whatever that thing is. When you're keeping people around who are being serious, chances are you're not going to be bringing all of this. Like, if you're trying to heal, you don't need to be bringing chaos with you. And you need to be keeping people around who are making good choices too.
Yeah. So, since we're planning on releasing this on January 1st, I wanted to ask you about 2024 and, like, could you give the listeners any tips on, like, setting intentions or manifesting something that they want to do in 2024?
Absolutely. first thing that I always in a manifestation conversation say, though, is just be very aware that when you're talking about manifestation, you need to be very wary of where you're getting your info. There's people online who are fucking psychotic. Okay, these people are like delulu psychotic, you know, very like self-blaming, toxic positivity. Be very wary.
Okay.
Two, manifesting is not a vending machine for your wishes. You know, that's an important one. I did write some things down for this, so let me like kind of look over. Honestly, the number one thing you can do is to make good choices. Make choices that support the kind of future that you really want for yourself. You can do all the magic in the world, but if you're not creating the opportunities for that life, like, you know, like pray for a man. If you don't leave the house, where the fuck is he supposed to find you, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So like rule one, cut out shitheads, cut out people that are not like supportive and good. And I don't mean like, hey, my friend had a bad day. Everyone has a bad day. We need to support each other through those things. I'm just saying, if there's people who are consistently making you feel less than, maybe consider finding different people to hang out with, you know? Yeah. Start saying no more. If you're not happy and it doesn't fulfill you and satisfy you, don't do it. And even if it does sound really enticing, make sure you have room on your plate. Listen to your inner voice and your guides. Listen to your gut. Follow your passions. You know, not expecting them to carry you necessarily, but find ways to carve out that time. Learn something new and be willing to be terrible at it for a while. It's one of my favorite Kurt Vonnegut quotes is, practice any art, music, singing, dancing, acting, drawing, painting, sculpting, poetry, fiction, essays, reportage, no matter how well or badly. Do not get money and fame out, but to experience becoming, to find out what's inside you, and to make your soul grow. So like, just do some shit for yourself. Make some drawings, make some art. Don't show anyone. Just write a poem and then tuck it away. I think that getting into meditating, for anyone who wants to get into magic, start there, no matter what. Meditating and journaling is always a good place to start. Okay. Now on the real, know what you actually want. Knowing is half the battle. If we say we want this thing, but we haven't thought through texturally what this feels like in your life, you want this new relationship, but do you actually have room for it? You say that you want to move, but like, do you? You want a new house? Do you really want to move right now? You know, like think about what the year is going to be like and show yourself grace if things turn out to be different, if the needs that you have are a little bit different than what on the surface level you were thinking you wanted. The other thing is you got to work to create the opportunities. Like that phrase, God helps those who help themselves, comes from Greek tragedies. There's two of them, and the story is basically the same. Someone is in a terrible position. This man's cart broke down, the ox cart broke down. He's trying to like move it. He cries out to heavens, "Oh, Hercules, can you please help me?" And he hears a voice call back, "Well, hey, why don't you put your shoulder into the work?" You know, shipwrecked man, "Athena, please save me." "Well, hey, why don't you try swimming first?" You know, so if you're asking for money, you have to start making these opportunities for yourself to, you know, make money. Like you have to start looking for those freelance opportunities. If you're a graphic designer, you got to actually like open up your eyes and see what people are offering. If you're looking into getting the manifestations, like, if you're getting into manifesting and wanting like the methods, I would say I love working with altars. See if there's a deity who you are attracted to. See if there's someone that your ancestors worshipped, because they're probably already watching out for you because your grandmother prayed to them to watch over you, you know? If you're into ancestor worship, make an altar to your ancestors this year. Don't build it in the bedroom because they don't want to see the things that are going on in there. But like, I would just say the most important thing with manifesting is knowing what you want, you know, and like understanding what it's going to take. Like, it's not about thinking like, okay, oh, I want to open up a roller coaster park. you can't sit there and think, oh, well, how would I do that? Oh, I don't have the money for the land. That's not what you do. You just go, I'm going to fucking open this roller coaster park. And you just start figuring out what could connect you, and just start putting yourself out there and taking steps. And if you're really serious, you're going to run into the roller coaster tycoon at the bar one day and just be like, oh, this is him. And then you have a partner, someone with the same goal. But if you don't put that out there and just believe in it, you know, and do the work, then yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jem.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So before we let you go, will you please tell the listeners like where they can find you on social media, and like where they can find you physically to come into Deja Vu and buy all your cool stuff?
So Deja Vu's in Southtown in San Antonio, Texas. We are at 1236 South St. Mary Street. We have a website. It's dejavuesoterica.com. And on TikTok and Insta, we are at Deja Vu Esoterica. We only have one account on either of those. And if someone follows you and DMs you, that's not us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, watch out for imposters.
Watch out for the scammers. Scammers be scamming.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. This was really fun for me. I really appreciate you taking time out to come meet with us today. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
Bands by the River, a podcast about happiness, music, and comedy.